guys, and welcome back to my channel. It has been a little bit of time since my last video. I think it's been about 5 days. It was a crazy week, but I am back. I am going to be uploading back to back, so I'm going to be uploading tonight and tomorrow. So, yeah. I don't know if this one's going to go up first or what, but there will be 2 videos back to back. So that's going to be super exciting. But anyway, without further ado, I wanted to show you guys some of the products that I purchased in 2016, beauty related, that I was very disappointed in. I debated doing this video because I don't like to focus on the negative, but I figured that if I could help save you guys a buck or two, you know, then it would be worth it. But next week I will be doing my top favorite 2016 makeup products as well. So you'll be able to see the good and the bad. So we're gonna start with the bad so we can end on a positive note. But the first thing on this list is my Marvelous Moxie Bare Minerals Buttercream. This one is in the shade Sassy Sorbet. Now it's not the formula, well, it's a little bit the formula. So like the color payoff on this is gorgeous, right? But it has this weird Play-Doh-y smell and it is so sticky. And I had a Marvelous Moxie lip gloss before, and I don't know if it's the butter version that makes it so weird, but it's not good. And I think these are like 23 bucks a pop, so I was like, no thank you. Yeah, so as pretty as the color payoff is, it's not worth the smell, and it's not worth the extra stickiness, especially when there's things out there that will give you those things without being sticky. I do have 2 eyeshadow palettes in this video, and the first one is the Too Faced Country palette. Now, I love Too Faced shadows, and I had wanted this palette forever. It has some beautiful, just like neutral shades, and honestly, it's country themed, so I loved it, and all of the eyeshadows have like a really cute name, country themed associated with it. You have like Cowboy Take Me Away, Y'all, Rhinestone, Nashville, All American Girl. Like basically it's Carrie Underwood in a palette, right? But I don't get the color payoff, like that pink, you know? It's just not what you would expect from a Too Faced palette. And I don't know if I got like a dud or what, but these 3 shades, these 3 shades here, like 0 payoff. And then the rest of them, I feel like the colors, you have to bring in so many other palettes and shadows to make these work. Like you can't just throw this pink and that purple together and it'd be like, I feel like it's not a very usable palette. Like as cute as it is, there are regrets on purchasing this. And especially with the color payoff, it's a little bit not on par with what I'm used to in a Too Faced shadow. So that palette I would pass on. And the next one I've got is the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Palette. This is in the plum version, so it has the 4 purple matte shades and a little mirror. Now, one thing I hate about this is it doesn't open any farther than that. So it's kind of hard to, at least in my opinion, because I tend to hold things like this, it's hard to like get your brush in there and then, you know, because it doesn't open. But this palette has the splotchiest coverage. This is the darkest shade here, and you can see it gets like dark and then light and dark, and that's like consistent through all of these shadows. And this one's all crumbly, and it's just, the pigmentation is there sometimes, so you really have to work with the shadow, and it's very chalky, and especially with like these purples, it makes it look like you got punched in the face when it flakes down underneath your eye. So I would pass on this palette as well, just because it's expensive. It really is, and it's chalky and splotchy, and just, I wouldn't do it. So as much as I love the gem design of this package, like it kind of looks like a little crystal, I would not purchase another one. She has different shades. I would not purchase that if I could go back and you know, go back to the day I bought it, I would not do it. But the next thing is actually something I bought this year. But you know, I'm gonna throw it in anyway just to help you guys out. But this is the NYX Duo Chromatic Illuminating Powder. Now this is beautiful. This is in Synthetica, and it has like a purpley green iridescence to it, and it's awesome. And when you swatch it, I'm running out of room to swatch things, guys. It's got like a little bit nice pigment, you know, whatever. And I'm sorry, but it had too much pigment to be a highlighter, because it's pretty peach. Like, it's not really showing up on camera very well, but it's pretty pigmented. But then when you go to apply it with a brush, you get like zero pigment and like hardly any shine, and it's really frustrating because you want this really pretty stuff on there, right? But no. So as pretty as this is when it swatches, and I swatched it in store and that's why I got it, when you use a brush with it, it does like nothing for your cheeks. So I've been wearing this the past few days, just trying different brushes, trying to make it work, and it's not. So I ended up wearing something different today, but yeah, this has like zero color payoff when you use a brush to apply it. So I wouldn't have purchased that either if I could go back in time. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you didn't get too, like, you know, torn down. Let me know if you guys liked some of the products that I talked about. If, you know, there's any tips or tricks to make these things better, let me know. Like I said, I love all of the brands, but these products were a miss for me. So go ahead and let me know in the comments down below if you loved them, or if you have some products that maybe you would not recommend purchasing either. Anyway, I will see you guys next week with the favorite makeup products of 2016. And until then, stay batty.